Hi everybody, it's Sandi Clarkson here with you today, and I thought I would come on and talk to you about how I've created this layout right here. I had a problem with my camera when I was creating, and I didn't know it until later into the process. So I thought I would come back and just kind of talk you through either that, or I could write a blog post, but I think showing you would be a little bit better for you guys. So anyway, this is one of my layouts, and I've done it on what I call the hero page in the kit, because it's just this awesome paper from Simple Stories that has the trees on it and, the woods down here with the little path. And it's just really a standout piece. I had mentioned that it would be great for the front of a scrapbook album that you were doing about your family or about your fall 2025 memories or whatever like that. But I decided to go ahead and use it as my background, because when you get all your elements on it like this, it's almost as if the trees are a mixed media background. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it, and that's why I decided to go ahead and use the page this way. So I've scrapped a photo of my daughter, my youngest daughter. We have 3 daughters. This one lives the closest to me, and she's been such a support for me these last few months. And so when I saw this thankful for you tag, I thought of her. She's a November birthday person, so when I do gratitude list every day, but when I really focus on gratitude in November, she comes up because she is a November baby. But anyway, she's the star of the show today. So what I've done is I've created with 3 different pattern papers down here, and this little ticket page up here is from Simple Stories. And then the next sheet right here is actually from the Photoplay papers. And I picked it out because it's a little bit more neutral, even though there is a pattern there. I really wanted the green over here that you can't see, but that's how scrapbooking turns out, is it kind of goes away when you cover it up. But then this plaid is actually the reverse side of the ticket paper. So I actually mounted the Photoplay paper on top of the Simple Stories, and then this one, when I flipped it over, I adhered it on the back of everything. And these pieces are about 5 by 7-ish wide, and so those are my kind of background. And then I decided I wanted to put my photo about here, and I wanted to use these 2 tags, and the tags are on the tag sheet, and I had gone ahead and cut out all my tags because I knew I'd want to use them for this kit. And I put the thankful for you right in the center. And then when I got those things kind of lined up, I realized, hey, I'm kind of recreating our sketch for the month. So if you look at it, this is basically 4 across right here. So I decided just to kind of go with it and do my own thing. But sketches are to inspire you, right? Now behind my photo, which I've elevated on some corrugated cardboard, I've layered in some of the laser pieces from the 49 in Market laser cut pack. And that was this little doily piece. And then these 2 tickets right here. And then the little bow right here. And then there was also this little piece of lace down here. Were all from the 49 in Market collection that was in our October kit this month. So it works really nicely with the Simple Stories and the Photoplay papers. I love these colors. These are my colors. My whole closet is these colors. And so I really enjoy scrapbooking with them as well. So anyway, I went ahead and I trimmed out my tags, and I mounted them on corrugated cardboard also, so that they'd be the same height as my photo. And I put a little just jute twine there. This is like packing material type twine. And so those are just there. And then I've embellished with bits from the floral bits from Simple Story. And I really love this Autumn Breeze collection. It's so pretty. But so that includes these right here, this big cluster here, this sunflower here, and you know, these up here. This was a sticker, I think. But my daughter's husband really loves sunflowers, as does his whole family, which I think it started with his dad. But when I saw the sunflowers, I knew I had to use them on a page with Danielle. So that's where I'm kind of sunflower heavy here. This little sunflower came from the cardstock stickers, and so did some of the leaves that you're going to see mingled in. But this is really great. And then down here, I've also used, I've cut away a piece down here from the 49 and Market rub-ons, and I put this little Live with Purpose down there. Now I've got a couple of the chipboard pieces on here that were from this sheet right here, and that would include the boots and this little sweater weather right here, and then the 3 hearts, so 2 hearts here and a heart there. I think I had another heart at one time, but I probably took it away. And then this, of course, is that sticker, as I was mentioning earlier. And then that leaf is part of the floral pack. And then this right up here is also from the cardstock stickers. So it was this piece right here. And so I've mounted it on foam tape so that it would be elevated. And then after I put everything together and layered it just like I wanted, I used some walnut stain that I have in my stash, and I splattered the background just a little bit. I thought about following up with white paint splatters, but I decided that, for this time I'm really happy with the walnut stain. And then I took some of my Distress ink and Vintage Photo, and I went ahead and I, distressed the edges of my paper all the way around with that, just to give it that autumny, rusty, decaying kind of feeling that we have when we see the leaves turn. But anyway, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love this kit. There'll be details below in the description box about how you can order one if you're not a Kit Club member already. If you become a member, then you don't miss any of the kits, and you can be sure to grab one. But anyway, that's it for today, and my next recording is going to go all well. Fingers crossed. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye.